lineup, I think, just basing on the lineup, okay? I think I'm gonna go for the. Oh, I'm pretty half-hearted on this one. They got a Leomard and SXC Imba. They got a Lunox on the side of Bren Esports. Oh, but hey, I think I'm gonna go for a Bren Esports lineup in here. They got a Lunox plus they got a Kaya. So for 2 meta picks on their lineup. Plus I believe UG plays the Lunox so well. He's giving him the tank heroes that he can play. I mean, it's just like I think it's gonna be magical for them.
It is going to be magical. And of course, this is game number 3 in this best of 3 series between Bren Esports and SXC Imba. Imba winning game number 2. You are just tuning in to the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Season 2 regular season. I'm Nomad, and this is Kai Saya, and we have an engagement here over at the bottom lane. Bren Esports opting to go for the kill there onto Archie, and Archie's going to fall down. Honda 1-4 HP down, and he's going to have to fall back.
That was just the right target. I mean, you don't want the Leomard to go online as early as possible. It was Yuji that took away the kill. Yuji needs to go online on that Lunox, and the Lunox negated so far this early game time the ability for Leomard to actually go online as early as possible. So far, I think so. I mean, it's a good first kill or first blood.
It is a good kill. That's almost 1,000 gold lead here for Bren Esports. They might secure it a bit more. Pain diving in towards Bonchon in the middle of those 2 turrets. Smart
so
call to
far-
fall them back.
Yeah, so far though, oh, was that 4 members being sent over by Bren Esports in the bottom lane to push away the Leomard. We're seeing their strategy in here for them to actually get an opportunity to take away the turtle.
Dealing a lot of damage onto Dexter, but Haji is just one step ahead. The turtle is down and Coco is down, so that space created. 4 members of Imba overstayed their welcome here over at the top lane. Hayes, though, looking for the kill onto Bonchon. Not going to happen.
Not going to happen, but they tried to chase them still. Well, they proceed still, though. They're now under the turret. Instead, they'll be cutting off the creeps here on the top lane of SXC Imba.
I think that was a fair trade for Bren Esports. They lose Coco, but at the same time, they have the turtle. That's early golden XP for them.
That's a lot of gold, actually. Getting the turtle gives you a lot of gold compared to what the crab could give you. Plus, at the same time, an engagement here in the middle lane.
Diving in, going for Coco, but is going to have to fall back. SXC Imba is not going to be there to back him up. That's a questionable move there by SXC Imba, by Honda himself. But Haji, though, diving in for Bren Hayes. Gonna fall back, try to deal a lot of damage, almost takes him out. If only Dexter was there. Archie, though, all alone against Coco, but Coco not having a lot of damage output there.
There you go, of course. Successful back away for that Archie. I mean, you don't want to give another casualty for SXC Imba. Now that they need to catch up now. It's 2k gold lead for Bren Esports at the moment. They're being very aggressive in all the lanes. You can see them. I mean, SXC Imba just backing away. Seems like they're scared so far on the aggressiveness of that Bren Esports.
Yeah, SXC Imba is slowly struggling. Already 4 minutes in, 2-1 is their score line. Bren Esports has a 3,000 gold lead.
Man. And
that's a lot.
We get another turtle just summoning up, and now it's available for. I mean, it's up for grabs. Anytime Bren Esports or any team could possibly rotate on that area, probably they would pick a fight first before they actually try to get that one. Let's see.
Speaking of picking a fight, Yuji and Pain, they need to fall back here. They can't go up against a 3-man SXC Imba, but they do get stunned. Bonchon, no follow-throughs though by SXC Imba. While that's happening, Coco is pressuring the top lane. The rest of Bren Esports are actually opting to go towards the bottom turret here. Honda stunning Pain.
Great luck by Pain though, but
here we go. This is going to be a huge fight. A lot of HP's dropping low for SXC Imba. That's going to be 2 down on the side of SXC Imba. Bren Esports just showing their micro outplays in this fight.
You saw how so much burst damage Yuji with the Lunox and with that rebound the Gushin has on that part. why? I mean, they could have just back away. SXC Imba just could have just back away instead of getting, I mean, giving themselves a casualty. But at the same time, it's hard to decide as well because if they back away, they're gonna be giving away a turret, free turret for them. But now, look at this. Objectives after objectives. That is what Bren Esports is currently doing right now. After picking up a fight and winning off that pick up fight, they're gonna get the turtle plus. Look at this.
Yeah, despite Tam is falling down, you know, I feel like it's fine. They got the turret, they got the turtle, they created space, but oh my lord, Bren is off for blood here.
Man, how? I mean, how are they doing this? So much great gameplays at the moment. They're cornering every heroes that they could potentially corner, and they were successful in doing that. So far, the rotations, even though they would go for a 4-man gank, I mean, if they would go for a 4-man gank, sometimes, most of the time, it was just so fluid.
It's
They
really
were successful.
You destroyed a
like
turret.
they'll just immediately show up,
Yeah.
get one kill, go back, secure other objectives, then go for another clash. Just like what we're seeing here, where they slayed Archie while they get Bonchon as well in the process, and they got a top turret as well.
Yes, meanwhile though, on the bottom lane, you can see Tham is all alone at the moment. Looks like the turrets are still, I mean, the turret is still standing strong. Catching up in here, our Bren Esports member, but oh, look at this.
Oh, Dexter just getting a lot of damage from Coco. Almost gets taken out though. Almost.
If not for that backup from the rest of the members of SXC Imba, probably that member died already.
Yeah, probably. But Bren Esports, look at them. They're just not minding Coco for the meantime. They're just going to opt to go and secure objectives. The middle turret is going to be down. Lord is going to come up in a few.
Yes, and so far, all of the tier 1 turrets of SXC Imba are all down at the moment. Look at this consistent gold lead of Bren Esports right now. Just as we just showed the graph. Itemization wise, you can see the reason why you know both of the teams getting this boots to actually give them a boost. I mean, in terms of gold.
Oh,
But-
look at this.
Oh,
Bonchon, and that's a pause.
we got a game pause request. Not too sure. We actually requested a game pause, but score right now is 7-3 in favor of Bren Esports. 21k for the side of Bren Esports. SXC Imba getting that 14.7. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
And 3 turrets down in favor of Bren Esports.
favor of Bren
Objectives.
Esports.
Objectives. That's the name of the game.
So far, my vote for the for the draft is currently winning.
It's currently
But
winning,
of
yeah.
course, that doesn't mean there's no chance for Imba to catch up at all. We saw how SXC Imba flipped the tables last round 2, and there's still potential to make that happen. They got a Cho on their lineup. They got a Karina, surprisingly Karina, yeah. It still could happen, but the problem is there's a huge gold gap.
That huge gold gap is going to translate into items, going to the core items, ultimately going for the item locks. That Bren Esports is slowly going into there. So I feel like the only way that Imba's going to bounce back from this is if they search for an opening in terms of just going for the objective, just like how Bren Esports does it. But while this is happening, like, they can't afford any deaths at all. That's just going to solidify Bren Esports' lead. And that's something that Imba
Yes.
cannot afford at all. I can't stress that enough.
Yes, they have to be very careful in terms of positioning. Now they got
no,
caught up once
Boncho
again.
getting caught off guard there. Haji being pulled as well. That's 3 men down onto the side of
This-
SXC Imba.
This is what we were just talking about, wherein they cannot afford to give Bren Esports more kills because this is now happening.
Oh, that
Bren
steal though.
Esports
The
is
steal though!
Wow! Oh my goodness! Didn't know that.
That was a huge steal by Archie. That's going to turn the tides here. Yeah, Archie dies, but still the Lord falls down onto the side of SXC Imba. That's pushing potential for them. That was a smart steal by Imba.
It's very risky, but at the same time, it probably paid off. But the question is, will Bren Esports allow that to happen now? Honda, together with Bonchon, getting more aggressive now. But the aggressiveness, I think, is just way too much. Well, here's the thing. Yes, SXC Imba took away or stole that first Lord of the game, but it's a squishy Lord. And you can see how aggressive suddenly Bren Esports went into an aggressive play style even further as they try to take away tier 2 turret in the bottom lane.
Because, hey, they got the Lord, fine. We can go hyper aggressive so that they won't be able to assist the Lord in pushing the top lane. That's what they did. They immediately went for the bottom lane. They just rotated out of it. And it costed them 1 or 2 guys, but it doesn't matter. They have 1 turret down. They're inching closer and closer towards SXC Imba's base. And Imba still has no response at all to what Bren Esports is going for here.
Yes, still a lot. All of the
getting
three.
caught off guard again. This might be detrimental for them. Yes, Honda is going to drop low, and he's going to be taken out. That's a mega kill for UG. Hayes surviving the 3-man SXC Imba lineup there. Bonchon though dropping low. That Harley's not going to be able to deal a lot of damage. Dexter is going to force a fall back.
You can see here SXC Imba built or took items wherein they could negate the healing potential or HP recovery potential of Bren Esports. But so far, it seems like it's not really working so well. Probably because there's a huge gold gap already. You can see it's 10k gold lead in favor of Bren Esports, and they're getting more objectives still as they try to clear off the waves in all of the lanes that they have.
Man, Bren Esports 10,000 gold lead. That might be the end for Imba. Just one more decisive clash.
Yeah, the Necklace of Durance is with Harley, of course. Getting Necklace of Durance, yes, it will try to lessen the healing capabilities of Bren Esports, but at the same time, the Harley is losing damage. But
oh, this engagement though at the middle lane, Imba is trying to defend this as much as they can, but it's not going to be enough. This turret is going to fall down eventually, but Imba able to push back Bren Esports, but at the price of Bonchon and at the price of Archie, I don't think it's going to be a fair trade. The minions are not in favor of Bren Esports here, so they're going to have to fall back. The Lord is going to summon in about a minute or so. That's going to be an objective that both of these teams need to secure, and this is going to be another siege towards this tier 2 middle turret. That's going to fall down. Tier 3 middle turret is going to be the question here. Dexter getting pulled there. Coco goes for another mega kill. And the pressure is just being sustained here by Bren Esports. On and on, Honda is going to fall down. This tier 3 turret is going to fall down. That's another kill onto Haji. Bonchon is alive. Archie's gonna fall down once again.
What is Bonchon gonna do here with the Lolita now? Definitely he cannot defend this at all. The death timers are very heavy, being pulled out of the base.
Bonchon being pulled out, and that is it. This is the end. Bren Esports is gonna get the game. 2-1.
The signatory teleportation skill what they do whenever they try to end a game, and we have here summon creeps from the side of SXC Imba. Oh man, they didn't finish
it's not yet. It's not yet
and they could have potentially ended it if they didn't do the TP thing.
Yeah, just too cocky, but their cockiness has a place. They know that they're the best in the country.
Yeah. But so far, they could have. I mean, if it's me, I could have just ended it with my team. But anyway, let's see if ever SXC Imba actually wins this fight, probably have to end that kind of TP signature move.
Yeah. This is, if Imba still wins this, it's gonna be salt on the wounds of Bren Esports.
And this is the second Lord of the game. Let's see here. Both of the teams are actually waiting in the brushes, trying to check out, doing a face check. Who's gonna start this over?
Oh, Payne's gonna start it. Now Honda's gonna fall down, no questions about it.
Oh yeah, unfortunately a misposition by SXC Imba right over there. So, and on the back lane though, we can see having a 2 versus 1, the Karina together with the Harley.
Oh no, Haji's gonna fall down. SXC Imba, no replies at all. Dexter dealing a lot of damage onto Rebo, but a lot more damage by Hayes and Rebo. And that is gonna be it, ladies and gentlemen. Bonchan's gonna fall down, and it's gonna be Archie. The Lord is at Bren Esports side.
And is this still chasing the Leomord? I mean, Leomord trying to buy time, but the rest of the members of Bren Esports, it seems, will be proceeding in the middle lane to actually clear up the waves. Archie is actually in the base of Bren Esports.
Yeah, it's just fall back, yeah. But he's gonna be caught.
Yeah.
Honda's gonna fall down. Archie's gonna fall down, and this is officially it.
Officially. If not, I don't know what to say anymore. If
They're
they still
not
try not to end the game, but
They're-
probably the Crips will end it.
The creeps will, but
No, they still going for more kills this time. They really want to end this as early,
There
but
you go.
now thanks to the last hit of the creep, as opposed to last member of Bren Esports. Congratulations! It's 2-1 in favor of Bren Esports. Bren Esports will take home +2 points. Now they got a total of 11 points for the latter. UG 10-0-12. That's a lot.
that's a lot.